Hey guys, Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com. We are at Frankfurt Musikmesse 2015 talking to Lloyd from Cole Clark Guitars. Lloyd, you guys have a couple of new things here at the show. This is the first one we're looking at. We were hearing it through a PA and to hear the cool electronics here and as mic in it. Tell us about this unusual thing for you guys.
Sure. Well, it's our mini guitar or travel guitar, but it's a little bit more than that. It's a professional quality, all solid timber mini guitar that's built for stage. It's got our three-way pickup system, which is what we believe is the most natural sounding pickup in the world, and rosewood with American redwood that's actually grown in Australia about 150 years ago. We've heard about this, we've discussed it before, but they're all fallen over and we're catching them. Yeah. So the idea was, look, are you going to make another one of those minis? Are you going to make another one of these minis? We thought we'd just make something completely off the wall. We're a really fortunate company. There's no legacy yet. And we're off in Australia with these weird timbers and different bracing and different pickup and different construction. We might as well make a weird mini. So what I tend to say is that it's weird and you want one.
Do you guys have a name for it, or are you just calling it a weird mini around the shop right now?
Well, it's the smaller version of our fat lady, so it's our little lady.
Okay. And so it's got... remind people about the electronics. It's undersaddle pickup and like a sensor on the top.
That's right, as well as a condenser mic. So we've got like a PA system inside a guitar. You've got, a show, you've got your subwoofers, your speakers and your horns. You want all three of those to cross over and hear all the dynamics of your performance. So we have 6 loaded piezo's to hear the bottom end, and we dial in the face sensor, which hears the entire guitar and takes everything over 350 hertz. It takes away that unnatural quack that we technically call it, the quack from the piezo. And then we add a condenser microphone which can only hear extreme highs, just to roll off that little pinging sound that you hear under so many piezo notes. The result is a more natural sound, and with the Mini it works nice because it's half the size, but it's not quite half the sound,
Yeah. The sound system, the pickup system sounds amazing when you do percussive stuff like you always do.
Yeah,
it just sounds so
all
real.
Stuff going on. I mean, finger movement and percussive noise is part of a solo player's dynamic range. It's a huge part of the show, and certainly when you're in your bedroom practicing, that's what you're hearing. You get on stage, you want to hear that all back. If you ask this guitar a question, the pickup will answer you.
Why don't you play a little bit more, and then we'll talk about the other guitars you brought.
Sure.
Very nice. Lloyd, this is another new guitar. Well, you got a couple of them. They're same series. These are all sustainable guitars?
Right. This is we call it the AE, or Australian Eco Series. We use mostly sustainable timbers. About 90% of our guitar is sustainable, but rosewood, ebony, there's this little thing in us that wants to find that replacement for those timbers. It's getting harder to find, and we owe it to the earth to make sure that we find something new that is more sustainable. So what we've done is we've taken out our inner line here in our purfling and added a blackwood binding as well as a blackwood purfling, which is a sustainable timber, a blackwood bridge to replace the rosewood bridge, and up here our fingerboard is made of gidgee. It's Gidgee. It's an Australian timber, very, very hard, more akin to ebony tone-wise and weight-wise, and it's actually a really sustainable timber. Wood. We've been having arguments about what's wood and what's timber. Apparently you only throw wood on the fire, and that's all it's good for. So a match is timber until you light it, and then it's wood. And the result is an all-sustainable, all-Australian guitar. This is the first we've ever made. It's all Australian timbers, much better for the environment, much younger timbers, and all completely sustainable.
Same electronics and sound system inside?
Same 3-way pickup system, and actually, it's compensating for that ebony type sound by putting the blackwood bridge on, just to even it out a little bit better. So, we're really happy with that, and the idea of moving on to all sustainable timbers is really exciting for us.
Do you guys know how much it's going to go for?
At this stage, I don't believe there's going to be a price difference, but I'm not the guy to talk to about that. I've never paid for one.
All right. Well, let's have you play it.
All right. Or something
Damn.
like that.
That's pretty awesome.
At a different time of day.
All right, Lloyd, tell people where to go online so we can find out about this and everything else.
ColeClarkGuitars.com.
Nice. Thanks, Lloyd.
Pleasure.
I'm Sean Hammond for PremierGuitar.com. Thanks for watching.